like the Beatles are like musical chameleons.
Right, so you fuck with the Beatles?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, fuck with the Beatles.
Yeah.
Bro. You gotta fuck with the Beatles.
BloodJuice films.
How did you get into music then? Like the whole scene and growing up and...
Oh man, I didn't have a choice. Like growing up, my dad always had his bass guitar in the corner and shit, and then I was never allowed to play it, so I always wanted to like play it. So when I'd leave the house and go to work and shit, I'd just sit there and like play it when I was a kid but not knowing how. And then my family went through a whole bunch of shit and we became like broke as shit and moved in like 1-bedroom houses every like 3 months, but my dad still managed to save up enough money on my 14th birthday to buy my first guitar. I just played that shit until like my fingers bled like every day for like 7 days the first day that I got it. And I ended up even like, man, like developing like social anxiety and shit just because I stayed inside so often just playing that
Your
shit.
fingers like literally bled? Or like,
literally, and then there was lines like all the way through my hands at all times and shit because I wanted to get really good really quick. Then after that it just like, it took many different forms. It was like punk rock, hardcore music, and got into like hip hop at like 19. Started taking it seriously at like 21. And just played the right show at the right time and got seen by like my A&R now from Universal.
Right.
And since then it's just been growing like very quickly and very slowly at the same time. Like I've got like 300 and something tracks ready to go, but just like keep getting bumped back with like releases and blah blah blah. But we're sitting about a month and a half out from like a really big release for me, so I'm pretty excited about that shit.
Is there information that can be like is there any collabs in the release?
Yeah, there's a pretty trippy collab coming up pretty soon. That's about all I can say about it.
No, okay, that's fine. That's exciting. Even outside of music, was there like a lot of challenges affecting the business shit and just work in general?
My shit,
was that the case with you?
I come from a lower socioeconomic background. Like my dad like fought for everything. My brother's got brain damage and shit, and like fucking like that shit. Like before we did music, man, like everything was hard as fuck. Like like it was like. But the whole thing is like because I had to struggle. Like I had to have initiative and I had to work myself and I had to like focus on my own shit. My dad was like not around much when we were kids because he was working all the time. So I'd have to focus on getting my own projects done for school. Like making my own lunch, making my own breakfast, all of that shit. So like just from a like early age, I guess like you get blessings like that you don't really realize are blessings at the time. So there's like mad lows followed by mad highs, and it's like it's crazy.
Exactly.
Like sometimes you get promised something's gonna happen or come out on a certain date and it doesn't.
Yeah.
And you get your hopes up and you're like fuck, like the 23rd of this month or everything's gonna change. Then it doesn't happen. But then other times you'd be sitting around like with your fucking hands on your butt, and then next thing you know,
exactly.
like someone will call you and you're like, oh, you're in with Scott Storch tomorrow. Oh, fucking Roddy Ricch wants to do a feature on this song. Oh, blah blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it all kind of levels out. Like there's dope shit and there's like absolutely crushingly devastating shit. So you're just trying to keep yourself in the middle, which is kind of fucked because after a while you end up sort of just feeling numb to just everything. Like not numb, but like you sort of just. Yeah,
you don't expect anything.
No, it's numb for sure.
Yeah.
Like what I like honestly. I think there's huge power in not giving a fuck like about anything. Like if you give too much of a fuck about anything, that thing gives you power. If you don't give a fuck about anything, people say it takes 10,000 hours to be a master or some shit.
Yeah.
I reckon easily I'm on 50,000 hours now since I was like 13 working on music. So it's like you know what I mean. It's not 10,000 for everybody. So if it doesn't happen in the first 10, make it 20, 30, 40, 50. Keep going until it happens.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing. You just like with everything that's about to pop and shit, you kind of just pretend that it isn't. Like you just keep walking through life like thinking that it isn't and shit, because the moment that you start thinking you're a big deal, that's when you turn into a piece of shit. I got a fuckload of shit. Like we've been working with a lot of people and shit. I'm excited to drop this Scott Storch track that I got pretty soon too. But mainly like if there's one thing I wanted to say at the end of everything, it's just like I don't know, if you're watching this shit because like you like music and you're like into hip hop and like you're trying to build and all of that shit, just like stay focused on like that one thing that makes you special and like keep working on just one thing. Like don't try and put your finger in every single pot. Don't try and be mixing your own shit, writing your own shit, recording your own shit, like making your own beats and everything. If you're just starting out, focus on that one fucking thing at the start and become like a master of that. And then being a master of one thing will make people want to be involved with what you're doing, and you'll find a way to collaborate with producers or singers or blah 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 blah.
100%.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Believe in yourself and focus on one thing at a time.